Well, hello, Oz. Hello, New Zealand. We are on one of our older videos where I had no idea how much I flirted with Kate in this video and how badly I put Jon Stevens down. Because today I'm going to do NOISEWORKS with Jon Stevens. But we're going to go back in time here and look at how badly I crucified the man who was playing the bad guy in Jesus Christ Superstar. So me and OGL was just here cracking up because I was like, man, you need to watch this before we do Jon Stevens so you understand why so many people are requesting that I do Jon Stevens, because I gave him such a hard time here. So. Is it okay if I say I don't like him? I mean, I can't lie anyway. I didn't like him in the first reaction. I just don't like the way he looks. That's possible. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not putting him down. I'm not taking anything away from him. I just don't like him. Probably never would. Even if I grow to respect him and he becomes my favorite artist. I just don't like the way he looks. I don't like the way he looked at John Farnham, damn it. Acting or not. The hell. Love you, John. Love everybody. I even love that guy. I just don't like him. Jon Stevens. Oh, I stopped this here to comment on Kate. Oh, no. Beautiful woman. Amazing, enigmatic movements, clear voice, vibrato, choice of when she cuts it off, when she shortens it up, when she lets it flow. Everything about her is was the most impressive Aussie female I had seen till I just done Vanessa. I stand by that. Oh, man. Amorosi, dumbass. Morrissey? What the fuck? Forgive me. You know what I'm talking about. The chick that can lightsaber his ass. Taking nothing away from Kate. Awesome. I have a triplet with Kate, Mahela. What? Oh, forgive me. Don't remember. Remember the face, looking at all three of them. Guys. So we'll get to that soon. Okay, so we can play see. I say here in a minute, I say, she has a nice pair of everything you could have a pair of. Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to really bad. On top of the fact, it just is terrible quality. These family look like Transformers when they're moving. But yeah, there was great engagement on this video. We should probably redo it, but hey, you know,
I'd be down with it.
I love everybody that's commented on it, and I've got a lot of crap for flirt with Mahela and talking shit about Jon Stevens. There he is, right in between us. So I seen in the I think when I checked out Vanessa, when I reacted to Vanessa Amorosi first, she was doing a concert for Max Merritt, a benefit. And if I read it right earlier, Max Merritt passed in 2007, I think. So we're going to, I didn't realize how big an icon Max Merritt was. So we'll do that. But today we're going to do Jon Stevens. And this is for Jennifer Anderson. And what was the name of it? Hot Chilli Woman. Hold on, I'll pause it here. That's one. Uh-oh. Come back down here. Move, OGL. Sorry. So, Yeah, we're going to do NOISEWORKS, which
Just
I've heard.
real quick,
Ahead,
regarding that little trip down the channel's history, whatever that video might have lacked in technical polish, it more than made up for in comedy gold, sir. So, guys, when you put out as much content as we do, it's easy to forget stuff. They sort of get buried under the avalanche of newer stuff. I'd forgotten how funny that was. Like it's not the best produced. I'm not gonna lie, but it's hilarious. It's a lot of fun. If you haven't checked it out, please go back and do so. It's a lot of fun. Looking forward to hearing the Stevens fellow though.
All right, we're going to be right back with context.
All right, everybody, we are back. I have got some facts here about Mr. Stevens. He was born in New Zealand, of Scottish and Maori descent, but he became an Australian citizen, I believe, in 1981. This song is one of 3 top 10 hits from the band. They had 3 platinum-selling albums. Of course, he played the role of Judas in Jesus Christ Superstar.
The bad
guy. Memorably taken to task by Danny. And then for 3 years, in 2000 to 2003, he actually sang for In Excess after Michael Hutchins passed away. Yeah, I did not know that. He toured with them, but he quit before an album was released. So I think he said that the creativity had hit a lull. It was going too slow. He had too much of his own stuff going on, and he said, "I don't need to be touring this much." So he's done a lot of stuff. He's been I've been working since 1980 in music. So,
well,
he's here. I'm sorry.
He's the only New Zealand singer I know that all Aussies reference a lot. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just from my perception. Yeah, even Max Merritt I haven't heard mentioned like I have Jon Stevens.
Right.
And maybe that's because Jon Stevens and John Farnham work together a lot. I think they cut an album together even.
Yeah, I was actually going to say the fact he's worked with John Farnham so many times. And I think, the fact he's an Aussie citizen too, so.
But he's a Kiwi. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
I could have sworn Jon Stevens was a Kiwi.
Okay, he also co-wrote the official song for the Sydney 2000 Olympics torch relay entitled Carry the Flame with Barbara Griffin. So, yeah, he's done a lot of stuff.
Maybe NOISEWORKS is a Kiwi band, and Jon Stevens is just a singer. You guys can let us know in the comments. But.
Yeah, please do.
Because I know a lot of you are waiting for me to do him. Well, I meant that sounded bad, but so I'm having a bad breathing days, so please excuse me. I've had treatments. So some days are bad, some days are good. Hot Chilli Woman. Oh, the lyrics. Sorry for the song. Hot Chilli Woman. Hot Chilli Woman makes me weak at the knees. Yeah. She makes me sweat like it's 100 degrees. There's a lot of yeahs in between everyone. Hot Chilli Woman, got what it takes. I'm so hungry, I want you on my plate. Jennifer, did you pick this because I was so adamant on how great Kate was in all departments? I think Carolyn or Deborah one was like, hey, I'm straight and I like her chest too. I love you guys.
She was a beauty.
I pick you up. We gone, Jillian. Cook in the night. I lay you down and put ice cream on your pie. Is this guy Conway Twitty?
Are you sure you didn't grab a Motley Crue song by mistake?
This is NOISEWORKS, man. I was not expecting it to be this way. I think Jennifer knew this. It's all
Well
right.
played, Jennifer.
Your mama won't like it.
100%.
Daddy won't like it. Hot Chilli Woman, keep it hot for me. Lord have mercy. Hot Chilli Woman, won't you burn for me? Yeah, Hot Chilli Woman. Burn for me. Hot Chilli Woman. Well, I'm in ecstasy. Yeah. Hot Chilli Woman. Oh, this is like Robert Plant meets Robert Palmer or something. I don't know. Hot Chilli Woman make me feel so
It's
high.
actually really,
Go ahead.
as I said, it's actually a really good comparison. I'm hearing all these yeahs. I'm like, he's gonna Robert Plant this stuff, isn't he?
Sounds to be. Whatever noise works, right? So I did there.
Well done.
And now I know where I want to be. Hot Chilli Woman, I'm in ecstasy. Wait a minute, I went too far. No, I think it just repeats. Hot Chilli Woman, won't you burn for me? Hot Chilli Woman, burn for me, because I'm in ecstasy. Yeah. Hot Chilli Woman. Woo. Like Ric Flair. Woo. It is. She'll take you higher. She burns like fire. She's all right tonight. It's such a sexual song, man.
Nothing particularly profound here, but very blunt.
Because what do you put hot chili on? I mean, clever Jon Stevens, you dirty bastard. Hot Chilli Woman, won't you burn for me? Hot Chilli Woman, burn. Yeah, we didn't need it. We didn't need lyrics, really. All right, man. This is going to do the video. Let's go ahead and check out. Yeah, Jon Stevens.
Check out NOISEWORKS.
This is NOISEWORKS. You're correct.
Yep.
That song's half over, son of a bitch. Hold on, somebody knocking on the door. All right, we're back. Sorry, my neighbor said her cable was out. Asked me about mine as well. I wouldn't be able to be doing what I'm doing if it was. So, what do you think, OGL?
Okay, so like right off the bat, I really liked the guitar in the beginning. It almost had that Cajun blues vibe going. Dude was shredding on the harmonica, and then the song sort of kicked into full gear. Like the '80s is so strong with this song. It really does remind me like a hard rock song from the that era. Also, it probably doesn't hurt that in this pause, that dude does look that up like a grown up Corey Feldman. But John's voice is pretty badass, honestly. Like when you were reading the lyrics, I'm thinking, okay, this is kind of lyrically repetitive. He made Jimmy Barnes this, like on Wild Thing, where you got a limited set of lyrics that the singer just goes nutty over.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, there are times when he brings up so much distortion, you almost lose the pitch. Like basically, anytime he starts off a phrase with "I," is just nothing but grit.
Yeah.
It's a cool stylistic choice. Like it sounds like he could sing really smooth if he wanted to, but he's clearly not interested in subtlety for this song. So he's dialing that grit up to at least an 8 or a 9. Seems like a charismatic fellow. I like the yeah yes in the background. That also sort of gives it that 80s feeling, and sort of it's a nice little like counter melody for what he's singing. So yeah, it's again nothing profound. It's not proggy or anything like that. But as far as catchy, fun, hard rock, it's top notch.
Well, I think Jennifer probably chose this on purpose because I was making fun of him and flirting with Kate. So, I may be wrong. You let me know, Jennifer. But I like the production's good because I could hear the leather in the boot at the beginning. Even when the boot moves, you can hear the leather on top of the high heels walking here coming. And you keep seeing all these beautiful women, but none of those are the hot Chilli Woman. She comes around the corner and she is prettier than them. Or at least, well, that's her, ain't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's probably made, she's supposed to look better than them, I guess. Especially put that. And I don't know if it's because you mentioned them right before this, but it sounded like Motley Crue in the beginning. It
So
really
much,
did.
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you may have put that in my head by just saying that, but a Motley Crue sung a lot about girls,
Mhm.
obviously. And yeah, he does have a good voice, and he's just killing it right now. Though he's hot and sweaty and singing about hot and sweaty things. So I love the choice, and it's hard not to dig this. And this was my introduction to Jon Stevens, other than him being the bad guy and looking at John the way he did. But now that I rewatched that, we watched a lot more than what we looked at with you guys and girls. But I had just found out John was cancer-free then also, and I was really emotional about John, so that's probably why I did give the other John a hard time. So, that was probably it. And I had already done that reaction for 40-some minutes, and that's when I told you sometimes I looked down and I realized I've been talking forever. My camera was never recording. That was one of them times.
Wow.
When I went to push stop, it started recording. I was like, what the hell just happened?
Right.
47-minute reaction.
Oh my God.
So
Really imagine.
I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying. So let's go back and see Mr. Stevens again. Well, look, that's him and her like blended together. That's pretty cool. Maybe not.
'Cause I'm an ecstasy, yeah, 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 yeah. She'll take you higher. She burns like fire. She's alright tonight.
Ooh.
Oh, Chilli Woman. Oh, won't you burn for me? Oh, Chilli Woman. Burn for me. Oh, Chilli Woman. 'Cause I'm an ecstasy.
All right, I'll speak on the vocals. Because I know OGL is dying to speak on the instrumentals. So I think Jon used a lot of vocal techniques there, and they were kind of masked by him looking at this hot woman, and the hot woman herself was masking, any performance, or you might be paying attention. The red lights make me look crazy. Hold on. I hate that shit. So I heard bravado there. I heard him clean sing. I heard him go into a lower register. I heard him hit high register. So he showed up a lot of talent there without accenting it or accentuating it, like it being pointed out. You would have to really be paying attention to what he's doing and not those breasts and ass that show on the screen. But I tried to overlook that.
I'm sure you
After
did,
all,
sir.
she's not Kate. So I'm sure you want to break down those 80s guitar riffs.
I was just going to say, it's amazing, like melodic guitar lines there that definitely sort of propelled the song along. Some great squawking guitar work in the lead bit there.
Ooh, yeah.
I really like the sounds there. I also appreciate the fact that the drummer is dressed like a preppy pro wrestler with the denim vest with no sleeves, but he's got the guns to pull it off.
The
Just
backup
real
guys
quick
are
about
doing good.
Yep. The drummer's also keeping a good, solid, insistent rhythm. Again, nothing complex. No 14/27 time signatures
No,
here.
it's
Just a
4/4.
good, solid, danceable 4/4. So real quick, I wanted to mention about Jon. First of all, I can see why they cast him as Judas. He does have that wild child, devilish kind of look going on. There was a bit. I think you mentioned this when he went really low, and then like immediately afterwards went really high. That was a big jump. I'm guessing probably at least a couple octaves in there. Um, there was also a bit where he did a yeah, 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 and I think he wrangled about 7 diphthongs out of that. So
It was
I was
7,
actually
exactly. I counted. It was 7 yes.
I was thinking the exact same thing. The two were in that, like he's doing a lot of really intricate vocal techniques, but it just sounds like he's going balls out. So
Yeah.
you would have to, have vocal knowledge to realize, oh yeah, he's doing like using the cries really well, and he's, bringing grit in here and whatnot. But he basically just sounds like he's going nutty. And I'm not familiar with a lot of his work, so going nutty might be his default setting. How cool would it be to hear him sing with a prime Jimmy Barnes? I think that would be pretty
They
awesome.
may have. I don't know.
And regarding the video, I'm just going to tell y'all, I'm an old man. I'm 48. And when I grew up, really wasn't an internet. There wasn't a Pornhub. So as a young man, I really can't even begin to describe how helpful videos like this were for a young fellow like
a long
me.
time.
100% more
So,
information than anyone needed, but yes.
but it's information everyone has.
Yes. But real quick, like NOISEWORKS, that for some reason makes me think of something industrial, like Kraftwerk or something like that, something with more mechanical sounds. But no, this is just solid, red-blooded rock and roll.
Well, I've noticed
Down with
that,
it.
a lot of Cold Chisel songs are about working on the factory floor, especially Bow River. Shipping steel also, I took that as like you're always shipping the truck. But there may be a lot of steel mills in Australia. I don't know. I know there's a lot of referencing to big factories and mills. This may be like the prime industrial, like Detroit makes cars. I don't really know how I'm trying to say that, but
very blue collar. Yeah.
Yeah, let us know. Is there a thing about steel mills in Australia and New Zealand? Is that a big not cash crop? I'm thinking about fucking pot. But is that a big? Damn it, Wordsmith. What's the word I'm trying to think of? Industrial endeavor that there's more of than the others. How's that really stupid? Are there a lot of damn steel mills in Australia? Is that why we hear a lot of references to the, to the working man?
Is the steel industry big in Australia? Were they a big, steel producing area? I don't know, but yeah, the cold chisel stuff always does have a very blue collar sound to it.
I know this song produces something hard, so heavy metal.
Of course. They don't call it hard rock for nothing.
Yeah, well, hard as a rock. AC/DC said that, right? AC/DC harder than a rock. That might not be AC/DC.
I just can't help but wonder if the hot chili woman, if her name is Pepper. I think that would complete the.
Might be. Mama Jama or whatever. I don't know. Mama Jama, I don't know what the hell that is.
You're still thinking about Kate, I think.
Everything will be all right. It'll be all right. All right. All right. Give me Barnes there.
Won't you burn for me? Yeah. Burn for me. Woo. Woman. 'Cause I'm an ecstasy. Yeah.
That is scratching, OGL. He's scratching during a string bend. So he's deadening all the strings but the one he's bending.
Okay.
Which is not easy to do, but once you get used to the technique, I can't do it. But I know that's what he's doing. And I like the way the POV is real quick with John. He keeps like he's staring at the girl. The whole time the solo is going on, it shows like 3 different points of view of him. And he's just looking at the camera, but you can just tell he's looking at the girl. I don't really know how. Kind of like if you're in a big crowd of people and you make eye contact with somebody way across the room, and you know that y'all made eye contact, and all these damn people's in between you. It's
chemistry's instant. But that technique you mentioned, I actually remember reading about that way back when in an an issue of Guitar World, where they talked about like scratching the strings before hitting a note. I don't remember what they called it, but
scratching. I don't know. I mean, I've never. Really, I'm sure there's more.
It's a cool sound though.
It is.
Chilli Woman. Oh, the man for me. Chilli Woman. Man for me. Chilli Woman. 'Cause I'm in ecstasy. Ecstasy.
It's a harmonica.
Oh yeah.
That is what I have next for Jon Stevens. I picked up. Take Me Back.
Okay. I'm definitely wanting to hear more of this fella.
Actually, my Kiwi buddy sent me that slab player.
That smile at the end, though, like I can just see someone looking at that and being like, "Yep, that's our Judas right there. Look at that guy." Real quick,
you're not gonna make John Parham the bad guy. There's no way. No, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work.
It would not. Yeah. the guitar part in that song. Like they actually used space really good in that. Like I don't think there was ever a part in the song where all the sound dropped out, but there were bits where the guitars would stop and let the other instruments carry a bit of the load, and then they'd start up again. It was never for any prolonged period, but it was just enough to keep things interesting. Thought that was a nice touch. Again, it sort of Elizabeth from the Charismatic Voice always says that basically functions like a reset for your brain. But yeah, it just sort of feels like it's propelling the song along even stronger. So
Yeah, I think Black Sabbath and Zeppelin were the first to start doing that.
oh
That
yeah,
I know
yeah.
of, that they, and we both know that. Well, this is a different John, but we know John and we know Barnesy and Farnsey. Couldn't think of Jimmy there for a minute. We know that Robert Plant was a huge influence on them, and Black Sabbath was the daddy of all rock and roll. I mean, wasn't Elvis Presley? Believe me. So yeah, but Cashmere is a good example of that. Turn it up and stop. Turn it up and it comes back in. That's a great example. Into the Void with Sabbath.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Feels like the song is breathing, basically. Yeah.
I'm ready to hear Jon Stevens sing something where he's displaying his vocals and not his private. Sorry, he's not doing that. Now this is actually done very well. I would venture to say that was not live. I mean, that may have been live, but that was not what we heard. That
right
was the video.
Yeah, the vocals weren't coming from that take. Yeah,
yeah, because he was producing some really good noises, and it didn't look like it by parts. But,
there are some singers that do. Yeah, there are some singers that do actually sing during the music video. So, like I know Steven Tyler for Aerosmith would. He'd do it until he ruined
you got a mouth that big, you can do whatever you want with it. I always said you put Gene Simmons' tongue in Aerosmith's mouth. You got a great kisser.
But it's gonna be a goofy looking dude. Now you've done distracted me. I forgot what my initial point was, but my point. Let me simply say that song is not going to change the world, but it will put on a smile on your face after a rough day at work. That's good enough for me.
And it will probably make you like a guy that you didn't like.
I would like to see John showcase his voice in a
more dark song. It's not about something happy.
I guess a more artistic setting as opposed to just going, balls out on a rock and roll song. As good as he is.
This looks more serious, very, very serious. Take Me Back.
Yeah,
like Memories or something. Melancholy. We're going to shut the hell up because we're trying 33 minutes. It's just not possible, man.
Yeah. For us, 33 is not bad, though.
It's not, no. It's not the Aussies, really. It's or the New Zealanders. We're just trying to make shorter reactions. And we don't understand, and we're not putting anybody, how the hell you take a 5-minute song into a 12-minute reaction. How? Hell,
I
don't know.
Yeah, guys, we just don't want to be that. We don't want to be reactors.
It ain't even that. I don't
watch it. Go. Yeah, it's like, hey, that was nice.
It's okay. Push play. Okay, that was great. Push play. We're over. I mean, anyway, this is something we struggle.
We try to add something, and plus, like we just like to talk about music anyway, so we go off on tangents every now and then. So, thank you for sticking with us through these tangents. But yeah, this was super cool, catchy, energized.
Jon Stevens, I don't hate you no more.
Yeah. John's pretty cool dude.
So I'm interested, and we will do some Max Merritt soon. I'm really interested in pay homage to the greats. Like not comparing them, but like like Judith and such, and the ones who paved the way. As I'm talking about Zeppelin and Sabbath and all them, they yeah. We did a it's not for release because I kind of done a funny with the Carpenters, and that reminded me of the Seekers back in the day.
Right.
I think Jennifer was very familiar with the Carpenters as well. So yeah, we loved it. How you?
One last thing, because we were talking about early rock and roll icons. John's woos straight out of the Little Richard playbook. I'm sure there's probably a better reference that's more contemporary, but that's what I thought.
Great player. I mean, he is styling and profiling. Breaking legs and
the
spreading.
reaction.
Breaking legs and spreading them too. That's what he said. Ain't my words, or his.
All right, guys. The
guys.
reaction clearly just peaked, so we're going to get out of here. We hope you enjoyed it. We certainly did. Mental health is real. Take care of yourselves. You can take care of each other, and listen to music like this. It'll put a smile on your face.
And let us know
Love you guys.
if Jimmy Barnes has ever sang with Jon Stevens.
Oh, please, yeah, and send us the link.
Peace out. Or OGT, OGL, Audi.